Hello traders, Doc here. Today we are going to talk about the candlestick patterns. This is my first video on YouTube, so if you want to support me, you can subscribe and like this video. So first of all, let's answer the question, what is a candlestick? We have two types of the candlesticks, bullish and bearish. But what do they mean? Candlesticks, they represent price movements within a certain period of time. For example, this candlestick can represent a price movements within 1 hour or 2 hours or 1 day or 15 minutes. That depends on the time frame you choose. So let's say that this candlestick represents price movement within 1 hour. We can see here that price opened at a certain level and then it moved up and down and up and down and up and down and reached a higher level where it closed. If price closes above the opening price, that is a bullish candlestick, which means that price went up in this 1 hour. So at the beginning of the hour, price was here, and in the end of the hour, price was here. So price was higher by the end of the hour, so that's why this candlestick is bullish. Key levels here are opening price, closing price, low and high. Low simply means the lowest point that price has reached within 1 hour, and the high is simply represents the highest point that price has reached in that 1 hour. The difference between open and close, or opening and closing price, is called body. This blue area here is called body. These things here and here are called wicks. This one and this one, or shadows. I call them wicks. They are also a very important part of candlesticks. Sometimes they can be large, sometimes they are small, and what is important is meaning behind them, and I will explain that later. We have a bullish candlestick and we have a bearish candlestick. Bearish candlestick represents same thing, but here price closed below the opening price, so price went down. The color, you can choose any color that you like. I choose blue for a bullish candlestick and red for the bearish candlestick. Usually bullish candlesticks are green or white and bearish candlesticks are black or red. I'll just quickly recap. We have opening price, closing price, the high and the low. If the closing price is above the opening price, we have a bullish candlestick. If the closing price is below the opening price, we have a bearish candlestick. And of course, the highest level, then the lowest level. Now, let's just quickly explain why we use words bullish and bearish. What do they mean? Okay, let's just quickly imagine how bulls attack and how bears attack. Bull attacks with his horns down by bucking his head up. So that is why word bullish means up. They bring their head up. And bears, they attack on their hind legs by pushing their forelegs down. And that is why word bearish means down. Just by imagining these pictures, you can quickly realize that. Now let's talk about the candlestick strength. Here I used green color, so don't be confused by that. Okay, so we have very bullish candlesticks or very strong bullish candlesticks, and we have very strong bearish candlesticks. And of course we have neutral candlesticks. Let's start from the neutral candlestick. Here we can see this candle with a very low body. See, the body is extremely small. But wicks, this one and this one, are very strong and large. So what that means? It means that the price reached a certain level and then it went down and up and down and it went up and closed here almost at the opening level. This represents a strong fight between bulls and bears, between buyers and sellers. They are fighting for the control, and the result are these huge wicks and this small body. So we don't really know who will win and where the price will go next. Will it go up or will it go down? We don't really know. Now let's explain this massive bullish and massive bearish candlesticks. They are also called momentum candlesticks. They are very strong. Their body is extremely strong and the wicks are very small, or there are none wicks. As you can see here, no wick up or no wick down. They usually represent a good sign that the price will continue to go up here, and that the price will continue to go down after this bearish candlestick. What is a good thing to do? You can combine these candlesticks on a different time frames. So if you have an uptrend, you see prices going up on the 1 hour time frame, for example, and then you can scale down on the 15 minutes time frame, and then you see something like this. You see very strong bullish candle on the 15 minutes time frame. That is a good sign that price will continue to go up. So you have uptrend on the 1 hour, and on the 15 minutes you have this strong bullish candlestick. It means it's a usually good sign that price will continue to go up. And then we have candlesticks like this and like this. For example, here we can see a large wick. It means that price went up and then bears stepped in and took the control and pushed the price down. So what this candlestick means? Well, it means that bears are stepping in. This is still a bullish candlestick, but when you look deeper, we can see that bears stepped in and pushed the price down. So for example, if this happened at a certain resistance level, then you can look for the opportunities to sell, because price rejected. And for example, if the next candlestick is a bearish and closes below the opening of this bullish candlestick, that is a good sign to sell. And this is actually a very bullish candlestick. Yes, bears stepped in at the end of this hour, let's say 1 hour, but the bulls still have the control, and we have this large body. Same analogy goes for the bearish candlesticks. And for example, if this candle occurred at a certain support level, and we have this huge wick rejection, and the next candle is bullish that closed above the opening of this one, then it is a good sign to buy. Now let's talk about the candlestick patterns. So we have a bullish patterns and bearish patterns. Also we have triple bullish patterns and triple bearish patterns. The most popular triple patterns are 3 white soldiers, 3 black crows, 3 inside down, and 3 inside up. So do you need to remember all these names? Absolutely not. You should focus on the meaning behind these candlestick patterns, not the names. Names are very interesting. I'm sure that you will remember some of them, but there is no need to learn every single pattern and the name. It just doesn't really matter, okay? The ones that I can recommend to include in your strategy are definitely bullish engulfing and bearish engulfing candlestick. Also, tweezer top and tweezer bottom. Tweezer bottom is very good when it occurs in a certain support level, and then we have these weak rejections. Or tweezer top when it occurs in a certain resistance level. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Very good patterns. Triple patterns. So for me, they work the best on when you combine 2 time frames. So if you have uptrend on the higher time frame, and then you scale down on a lower time frame, and then you see 3 white soldiers, that is a good sign to buy. Not every time, of course, but usually. Why I don't like to trade them on a same time frame. So if this occurred in a one hour time frame, and I want to trade on 1 hour time frame, well, the chances are that it's probably too late to enter. Not every time, but most of the time. So you want to trade on 1 hour time frame, and you see 3 white soldiers. Okay, it's probably too late. Price will probably go down, form a pullback or whatever, and then possibly continue to go up. But chances are you are late. But if you scale down on a 15 minutes time frame and see this, then it's a good sign to buy. Okay, here we can see this pattern and this pattern. They usually represent a fight between bulls and bears, and basically they don't really give us signal to buy or sell. So that's why I call them indecision patterns, because I don't really know what is going to happen. Yes, this one, it is slightly bullish, and this one is slightly bearish, but the meaning behind them is that bulls and bears are fighting, so it's better to wait. Then we have a hammer, a shooting star, evening star, morning star. Very cool and popular patterns, and you will see them a lot. Here you can see indecision patterns. Like I said, they represent a fight between bulls and bears, between buyers and sellers. They are fighting for the control, and we don't really know what to expect. So the best thing to do is to avoid to trade these patterns. Just wait to see what's going to happen next, and then decide your next steps. Now I want to talk about the candlesticks and signals they provide. As I mentioned before, we have a bullish engulfing and bearish engulfing candlestick. They usually represent a good sign. Bearish engulfing to sell and bullish engulfing to buy. These are the real-time examples that I found, and both worked very well, provided us with a valid signal to sell and to buy. Then we have shooting star. See, it occurred at the end of the uptrend. At one point, price was here. So this was a very bullish candlestick, very strong bullish candlestick. But then bears stepped in and pushed the price below. So we have this huge wick. It was an indication that bears stepped in, and that is exactly what happened. They pushed the price down. So this time, shooting star provided us with a valid sell signal. Inverted hammer. This one we have the same analogy, just a different situation. It occurred at the end of the downtrend. Then bull stepped in, pushed the price up. So this pattern provided us with a valid buy signal. Also, I mentioned 3 black crows and morning star and evening star. See, here we have 3 very strong bearish candles, and this time this pattern provided us with a valid sell signal. Also evening star and morning star. Here I use 2 examples of the indecision candlesticks. Here we can see doji, very common pattern. You will see this a lot. So like I said, it's a war between bulls and bears, so just wait. And as you can see, nothing really happened here. Just like here, nothing really happened here. Here we can see more examples. Again, bullish and bearish engulfing. I included them again because from my experience, they work the best, especially when combined with other tools, support, resistance, Fibonacci, indicators, of course. So what is very important that you don't want to trade these candlestick patterns alone. So you see a candlestick pattern, signal they provide, and you just follow that. No, it is a mistake. You don't trade them just because they occurred. You need a deeper meaning. You need a wider picture. So you will combine them with the other tools, with the support, with the resistance. That is what I will explain in my next video about the candlestick patterns. We will go through some real chart examples and how to combine them and have the edge over the market. I wanted to explain this hanging man candlestick pattern. So we have uptrend, and then this pattern occurred. This pattern gives us sell signal, but I don't really like it. Why? Because at one point this candlestick was very bearish. It was a strong bearish candle. But then bulls stepped in and pushed the price up, and that is why we have this wick, strong wick here. So it doesn't really make sense that price will go down, and that is why I don't really like to trade this pattern, but it works sometimes, and it can work for you if you include it in your strategy and include the other things, not just a hanging man pattern, of course. In my next video, I will show you how to combine them with the other tools. For example, we have double top chart pattern here, combined with this bearish engulfing, very strong bearish candle. And what happened next? Price went down. Here we have support zone, huge wick rejection, followed with 2 very strong bullish candles. What happened? Price went up. In my next video, I will explain that, talk more about this. And if you like this video, if you want more, you can subscribe, you can like this video and support me. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.